We own a family business, Mr. Reader Plumbing in the Woodlands, Texas, that serves all of the Houston area actually. We have about 40 employees, and we're all wondering how to plan 2011, not just professionally as a business, but in the lives of our employees too. We actually try to have discussions with our employees about what the health care bill is or is not going to do, and what the taxes are maybe doing. But overall, it just makes having a business all that more difficult.
Hello, my name's John Webb. I'm the president and owner of the Multi-Seal Corporation. This is a small company in Oak Ridge North, near the Woodlands, Texas. And we're involved in the manufacture of a line of industrial tire sealants. I've owned the company for approximately 12 years and bought it as an ailing enterprise, and have completely rebuilt the company and built up a very small staff of 9 people, 9 full-time employees. And we are making our mark in the industry, and we're very happy with the performance of the company to date.
I'm Karen Hoylman. I'm President and CEO of the South Montgomery County Woodlands Chamber of Commerce. We're a community just a little bit north of Houston, Texas. We have about 2,000 business members in our chamber, and I can tell you that they are all worried about the bill coming up.
Hi, my name is Mike Shinn. I own the Learning Express toy stores in the Woodlands, Texas. We have been open for about 8 years and employ approximately 10 people. We usually add a few more people around the Christmas holidays due to the increase in our business. I've been reading the news and watching what all's been going on in Washington as far as the expiration of the Bush-era tax cuts, and I would like to see those extended indefinitely.
My name is Steve Stepinoff, and I am the owner and publisher of Klatch Magazine in Montgomery County. We are one of the larger direct mail magazines in Montgomery County.
In our business, when we hire employees, we have to add vehicles, service vans to put them in. So there's a lot of capital expenditure that goes with hiring employees.
We just incurred a 22% increase in our health insurance premiums for our employees. That's, for a little company such as ours, that's a very significant increase in expenses.
They have employees that they don't want to have to lay off, but it looks like that's coming if there are any more hits to the economy and to their own personal business.
The biggest thing for us as a business right now is cash flow, and if some of these taxes expire and my rates go up, then that's going to have a negative impact on my cash flow from a payroll standpoint and from my customers' perspective. We are continuing to have good foot traffic in our stores, but the ticket values, the number of items that people are buying are down, so our overall sales are down. So anything that we can do to keep people coming into our stores is what we need to do, and I think if we raise the taxes, that is not going to help us in the short term at all.
Right now, after the last 2 years, we can't afford any increase in taxation.
Where do we go from here? As a nation, where we're all trying to live the American dream and we all want to give a hand up to someone, there's only so much that can happen with taxation.
It's really a tax hike that we're talking about here. It's not saving money. They're still going to be where they are today. It's just that they can't afford to give out any more and maintain the business that they're running.
Anybody that's marginally successful in business has become the villain. And no matter how ethical somebody is in the way they run their business and how helpful they are as far as charity and so on, anybody who has been able to amass a business and maybe a little small amount of wealth is somehow going against the purposes of the country.
I like to keep my own money. I like to determine where I spend my money. I already pay enough in taxes right now.
The wealthy people seem to be the business owners, and the smaller business owners, we're not like super wealthy, we're just have an amount of money to keep our business rolling, and sometimes those margins are very narrow. If we have a more predictable outcome of what our taxes are going to be, it's not such a surprise, and it makes it more manageable for us.
This is a very optimistic community. It's a very upbeat community, and we want that to continue. And we appreciate any help the Congress can give us to maintain that optimism and to keep us growing in the future.
When somebody is prudent in the way they run their life, and they try to do the right thing, save, live frugally, and maybe amass some valuable property such as a company or a farm or a ranch, family ranch, it just seems wrong to me that this tax policy is penalizing that person for prudent and frugal living.
I think a particular concern with our small businesses is the ability to pass their business on to their children. We have a lot of companies here who are employing the children who graduated from our high schools and colleges in our area and are coming back. So we have a lot of second and third generation families here. We love our area, we want them to stay, but they are quite frankly concerned about the ability to pass that on and that their children would be able to support the business and maintain it if we have that kind of legislation that will prevent them from really taking the business from mom and dad.
If you just look at some of the businesses that if they do have to pass on the business to their children, for example, paying a huge tax like that could bankrupt them. And I don't understand the logic behind that.
Capital gains certainly are to be taxed. I understand that. Capital gains are profits. But you have to have a taxable event occur for those taxes to come due. And I just personally don't believe that death is a taxable event.
Any money that I inherit has already been taxed. So I don't believe in double taxation.
There's double jeopardy in law. You know, a criminal, we can't retry if for some instance he gets off on a technicality. So why is there not some type of double jeopardy or triple jeopardy in taxation? It's just gotten to the point of, it's kind of getting ridiculous.
We're talking about regular working people that have done the right thing through their lives, and they've been able to build up a business that gives them a reasonable return. We're not talking about the ultra rich here. We're not talking about the privileged class. We're talking about working people that have had a modicum of success.
What we hear from our businesses is they are just hanging on. And anything that increases taxes at all is going to send them over the edge.
You never raise taxes in this kind of an economy.
If we don't encourage success, then we're going to have failure.